video was brought to you by G2A.com for cheap games, MSP and PSN codes. And powered by Elgato Gaming. For the best gameplay capture out there, pick up an Elgato capture card today. Links in the description. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Newcastle United career mode in FIFA 16 and potentially the last episode of the Newcastle United career mode. And here's why that's the case. We've got a match against Arsenal, the first game that we're going to play today, and it's a big game because it pretty much decides whether or not we're still in the Premier League race. And then, of course, we have this game against Inter Milan to play. If we can win that game and we go through on aggregate, we are going to be in a Champions League semi-final. And here's why that's the case. We've got a game against Arsenal, of course, the first game that we have to play. It's going to be very, very big in the grand scheme of things. It really depends whether or not we're still in the title race. Obviously, as you can tell, it is so close. Anyone can win the Premier League at the moment. It is crazy. With only a 3-point lead Chelsea have on us, it's mental. But still, there are 4 games left to play in the Premier League. We also have this second leg in the semi-final of the Champions League against Inter Milan. We'll be going to the San Siro for that one. If we can win and go through on aggregate, we've got one more game left to play, and that might be a standalone episode, the Champions League final. Followed by games against Bournemouth and a game against Norwich as well, which are games that I'm probably going to sim, get them out of the way, and then the next game, which will be against Manchester City, the final Premier League game. It could come down to the very last game of the season. To be totally honest, by the way, guys, I really would like to end the series in this episode, but just for the timing and everything like that, I really would like to get it done. So I'm going to play the 3 games as per usual. We're going to play Arsenal, we're going to play Inter, and we're probably going to potentially play Manchester City. We also have maybe a Champions League final to play, depending on how that game against Inter goes. We're going to have to rotate the team around just a little bit for this match, of course, against Arsenal. We have got some very tired players. A lot of our starting 11 players are pretty stuffed, so that's the side I've got out there. It is definitely rotated. Still some very nice players in there, of course. Is it enough to get the job done against Arsenal? They are currently 6th or 7th or something like that in the table. They're probably not going to be they're probably not in the race. I think they're too far behind now, but hopefully we can get the job done. Hopefully they're going to be dejected. They're not going to be able to win the Premier League. There's still a chance they might get Europe, but still, I think there's still something for both teams right now. Should be a big game. Here we go. I really am playing quite a rotated team. Some of my bigger players like Griezmann, Barkley, Asquez, and then a bunch of other of my better midfielders and defenders and stuff I'm missing. I'm playing Austin and Doumbia up front instead of Perez and Griezmann, so it's a completely different strike force. It's going to be a very interesting game, isn't it, against Arsenal, who are also looking like they're playing the best team that they have. Pogba's in the side, of course, Sanchez, and so many other players. This Oliveira bloke, who I think is actually pretty decent. I do recall him having quite a big overall, but either way, we're going to get it kicked off. We need a win here. If we don't get the win here, we very well could be out of the title race. Well, it's not a good tackle, apparently. We didn't get the ball. Welbeck running. It switched plays for me automatically. I did not want that. Shit, Mangala. There's a stumble. Alexis Sanchez. What was that for a cross? That's like what happens when I try to cross. Went absolutely nowhere to a player inside the box anyway. Ramsey, they've still got it. I'm still trying to be patient with it. Pogba, they're going all the way back now. Okay, the attack's dead. Oh my god. You're kidding me! Oh my god, I ended up pressing B to tackle, not to shoot. Instead, he ended up shooting. Oliveira with an awful touch. Holy shit. If I had known that by pressing the B button, I would have shot there. I thought I was going in for the tackle, but the touch was so far away from Oliveira's body that I basically just ran onto the ball. And now there's a whole bunch of bodies flying everywhere. They've got a cross at the back post, a header. It's come off the clear. Please, fucking Christ, that would have been a nightmare. Oh, big save. Second effort. Oh my god, unreal. The cross came in, tried to deal with it, didn't work. A good save by Butland. He saves it into his own net. So it's a goal from a rebound then. I get right in Sanchez's face. He still somehow could not stop the cross. Welbeck wins the header, saved by Butland. Then Santi Cazorla, who's totally open, heads it. And that's somehow not kept out. Oh, what a shot from Pogba. Fuck, that was on target as well. Unbelievable. Or was that from Pogba or from... Surely not from Walcott. I thought that was a Pogba effort. Yeah, it was. Why did it cut to Walcott? God knows. It was on target. Butland had to pull out the save. Right up the middle. Sissoko, slide tackle, a miss. Another one, Austin. There we go. Nice balls. Walker, there's a chance. There's a real chance here. Fucking sliding block from Oliveira, who had an awful start to the game and then comes out with that. Oh my god, we somehow got that pass through. That's nice. Come on, take the touch, Savet. He's going to get tackled, Oliveira. No, he's not. I've tried to... Every fucking time I press the B button and I think I'm going to tackle it, I shoot it instead. That's happened twice now. Cross, maybe. We've got Austin. It's not a good cross at all. In fact, it picks out Shelby. It never ever fucking goes to the guy I try to pick it out to. Crossing is so bad in this game. Ball being played through, the cross is there. Come on, we've just got to grab that. Butland. 1 minute of stoppage time. You know what? In the end, I'm not too surprised by that. We've got to move it. Got to move it up forward quick. Come on, Doumbia. You've got to go way faster than that. Come on, this is it. Last chance, last fucking chance. Playing through. No, Doumbia, you made the run in. Of course you made that run in. Of course you start running in toward the goal instead of going down the fucking touchline like I needed you to. As soon as I play through the ball, you start changing your direction so Koscielny can cut it off. It's been the fucking typical of this game. Nothing happened for us today. I don't think I had a single shot on target. This is one of the worst games one of the worst performances I've put out, and it may have cost us the Premier League, potentially. 3 shots for the whole game, none of which were on target. Arsenal had about 10 and 6 on target. That first half, I was just getting pumped. I just had the ball, tried to move it forward, tried to even get in my final third. I got nowhere near. It was unbelievable. That team, that rotated team, Doumbia, Austin, fucking all those shit players. It was so obvious that they were not as good as my starting 11 team. It is incredible. I just need to rotate. I need to have some of my better players on the pitch at all times because that team was fucking wank. We've got some player training now. I'm going to train Redmond, Butland, Armstrong. There's very few drills left for me to give in this season, but I'll tell you what, we have this up-and-coming semi-final to play against Inter Milan. I've got to play so much fucking better than I did against Arsenal, and I don't know who is a better team, Inter or Arsenal. Technically, Inter Milan have made it all the way to the semi-final, so I'm expecting a pretty good team. But either way, if I can get a goal, if I can get a win away at the San Siro, we'll be going through to the final. If we don't get the Premier League, I will at least be confident in the fact that we have made a Champions League final. That's the only way, though. But this is it then. We are on. The Premier League looks like we're about done in that competition. I don't think we're going to be able to win it. We can still try to get top 4, but really in the end, it doesn't fucking matter because there is no season after this. This is potentially the final episode right now. And if we can't get to a Champions League final, then it pretty much 100% will be the final episode. And that will be not a great way to end it, missing out on a Champions League final and missing out on a Premier League, back-to-back Premier League trophy. So this is it for us. We have got to fucking get this done. There's only one change to the starting 11, and that's Jan Matt, who's coming on for Walker. Walker was absolutely stuffed after that game, but that team is pretty good, almost the strongest side that I have, and almost completely fully fit for every player. I feel like I am set to have the best game I can possibly have. We have got to deliver in this match against Inter to get to the Champions League final. Here we go. Inter Milan, the team standing between us and the Champions League final. I have pretty well come to terms with the fact that the Premier League title could very well be over for us, especially if Chelsea ended up winning their game and going 6 points clear with 3 games to go. So this is really the redeeming factor right now. If we can get through this game and get to the Champions League final, even if we get to the Champions League final, even if we don't necessarily win it, I'll be happy because to get to a Champions League final is pretty much the pinnacle of career mode to do it with any team. If to win it is probably as far as you can go or the best thing that you can do. But if we don't go back-to-back in the Premier League, I won't be too disappointed. We've already won the Premier League this season or in this series with Newcastle. We have not won the Champions League. Of course, the first leg ended 2-2. They've got 2 away goals. It's drawn at the moment. If it ends 0-0, they will go through to the final. So we've got to get this. Come on, we've got to get this win. Good ball. Squeeze through. Gaps up the middle now. Back in for Perez. Beautiful start this. It's straight at Handanovic. Unreal work to set up the chance for the goal. But unfortunately, I've just belted it straight at their keeper. Oh my God. It's in. This fucking game, it's a nightmare, I swear. They just whipped in some bullshit. He won the header. Keeper comes out for it. I fucking didn't tell him to come out for it. He tries to punch it, misses it, or just doesn't get there in time, and the header is won. Look at this. From the fucking halfway line, whipped in from the centre back, just whips in some bullshit. I go to clear it, and of course they pick out, I don't even know what that contest is, but I swear whenever Jetro Willems is the guy I'm controlling in the air, fucking forget about it. It doesn't matter about his 90 whatever jumping or whatever he's got. It doesn't fucking matter. Loses every single aerial battle. They did so well to pick him out exactly with an absolute perfect ball and Freddie Guarin in with the goal. This changes a fair bit now. We could have gotten by with 1 goal and keeping a clean sheet, but now we absolutely need to get the 2 goals. We need to equal their away goals. Townsend is in. Cross. Far post. It's nearly an own goal, is it? I don't know. Townsend run. Get away from him. Or at least get the pass off. How is Gary Medel? Oh my God, we could be on for something really big here. Come on. Decent ball. It's good enough, is it? Redmond shoot. It's again straight at Handanovic. Every shot that I've had, straight to him. That angle was a little bit tighter, but I did expect better. Griezmann. Ball played through, not well. Barkley back. Come on, I'm just trying to figure it out. Asquez. Again. Nope, cut off again. I swear it's the same players for them that are doing so well. Asquez. Oh, good delivery. Oh, yeah, come on. Up the middle. No! Fuck, I was trying to pick out fucking this. No, come on. Figure it out. Griezmann, he's in. Barkley, the shot. This fucking keeper grabs everything. He doesn't even, like, parry it. No, it just sticks to his fucking hands like glue. 2-0. Oh, 2-0. You know what, to be fair, that goal actually in the end doesn't really change much. Obviously, apart from the fact that if we were to get the 2 away goals that we need, we would go on to win. But this now means that we absolutely have to get, or we still always have to get the 2 away goals anyway, but fucking Christ, that just means now we have to go to extra time. And even then, I keep saying, oh well, we need to still get the 2 away goals, like, we aren't even fucking getting close! And any time that we fucking do, their keeper just grabs it, like, pulls off the most insane of saves. Oh, away he is again. Jovetic. Oh, it's a penalty. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, Asquez? That wasn't even, I didn't even think I hit the B button there. I was just, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like he shot and his leg clipped Asquez or something whilst he was shooting, and that's apparently a penalty. Well, if they put this in, that is us fucking done. What way are you going to go? Please chip it. Right. He saves it. Butland. Cleared. Saved again. Butland. All right, we're still on. Butland, great turn. Go, Butland, run. Through ball there. Nice one, that. Finished by Perez. It's in! 2-1! This could be big. This could be absolutely huge. We've made the save from Butland from the penalty. Perez slots it. We've got 20 minutes to get the next one. Is extra time on the cards. We've got to keep pressing, keep going. Townsend. Pass. Griezmann tries to take him on. I should have played through Barkley. Square it back. Clearance. No. Handanovic stops him from going out for a corner. I should have played it through to Barkley. I just sort of blazed away. I panicked. Is it a decent ball? It is. Redmond. Overlapping run. There it is. Come on. See if he can square it back in. He can't. He's tackled. Townsend. He's going to have to shoot. He's taken out in the box. Does he slip over? What is it? It's a goal kick. It's a fucking goal kick. What for did he just fall over? In the box. I reckon that's it. Whacked it up. Cleared. Biabiani. Up the pitch he goes. Running and running and running. And you know you're not going to be able to catch him. And he's away. And that's that. Fuck you. Ah, fuck you. It's over. There's just not going to be enough time. We had the chance. We had several chances, but we just couldn't work it well enough. Cleared away by Jetro Willems. It's the game. That is the game, surely. That's it. We are not going through to a Champions League final. We have played super poorly against Arsenal in this episode. We're pretty much in the first 2 games pissed away the Premier League and pissed away the Champions League. What a great way to end this series. This is fucking tremendous. And after we saved a penalty, went up the other end a few minutes later and scored. Oh dear. And it turns out Bayern Munich are the ones that are going to go through to the final and play Inter Milan. So we could have played fucking Bayern. That would have been beautiful. But it is not the case, is it? It's going to be a exit in the Champions League in the semi-finals. Still fair effort to get that far, but considering the teams that we had to play Schalke, not the best side after getting through in the group stage. We then had to play Zenit. We then had to play Inter. Like, we didn't have to play one of the real top teams like a Bayern, a Barcelona, or a Real Madrid, or anyone like that, a PSG. No one like that. We got some pretty easy teams considering how good some of the sides are, and we still couldn't get to the final. And holy shit, by the way, take a look at this. Chelsea have lost their game, so we are still only 3 points off top spot right now. Man City and Everton have overtaken us. They're on 65 points. We're 2 points below them. So maybe it's still possible. To be honest though, guys, regardless of what happens, I still want to end this season and this series now in this episode, only because I am getting set up with my next career mode and the timing and everything is really ideal at the moment. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to sim these next 2 games against Bournemouth and Norwich, no crazy good teams, and the final game of the Premier League season against Man City, which could decide the league or definitely have a big say in who wins. That's going to be the final game that we play. I've not been playing well in this episode so far. I had a bad game against Arsenal, an improvement against Inter, but still not fantastic, not at my best. I'm going to sim this game against Bournemouth. It's a 2-1 win. Ross Barkley is out. Griezmann is injured. Holy fuck, that came at a cost. Arnautovic with the goal. Doumbia coming on as a sub with the goal. Fucking hell, there were 2 red cards in that game. Antoine Griezmann's out for 7 days. Okay, so he's probably going to miss the Norwich match, but he might still be able to be back. As a matter of fact, I'm very confident he should be back for the Man City game. And take a look at this as well, all right? There are still teams to play games. Obviously, Chelsea, Man City, and all that lot, they still need to play their games. But at the moment, if Chelsea were to lose again, that would be amazing because we would be at least tied on points. And if Man City were to draw or lose their game as well, then we're in a real shot of getting in a good spot. And the great thing here is, take a look at this, another week-long break. So players are going to get nice and well rested. There's a chance that maybe... Oh dear. Man City did lose their game, but Chelsea did not. They won their game, so they're still 3 points clear. Everton, we're tied with them on 66 points. But now for the next game against Norwich, and it's going to be a home match. Norwich have not been playing well. They've lost to Bournemouth. They've lost to Arsenal. They beat Leicester City, though. We need the win. If we're going to go, it's a 2-0 win. No injuries this time. Arnautovic is back again, getting another goal, and Jetro Willems as well. And Griezmann played the game as well, so he's back from his injury, which is good. And take a look at this as well. Look at the table. Chelsea have drawn their game. They're on 70 points. We're on 69 points. Man City are on 68 points, as are Spurs and Everton as well. It's so close at the top. It's fucking crazy. There are 5 teams that could still technically win the Premier League, depending on Everton's goal difference. Aston Villa have been doing okay. They're not the complete abortion that they are in real life at the moment. They've actually had an okay season, an average mid-table season, but... still, we need Chelsea to draw at the very least and for us to beat Man City. It's going to be at home though, so at least we don't have to do it away. So the final game of the season, it's going to be a Premier League game. It's not going to be a Champions League final. It won't be against Bayern. That's okay though. It's going to still be a big match against Manchester City. We win this game, we have to rely on Aston Villa to beat or draw against Chelsea, and Chelsea are playing at Stamford Bridge as well. So the top team on the Premier League is playing at home to try to take home the title. Can they get it done, Aston Villa? I would fucking become a member of them next season in the Championship if they do. We've got a great team out there. Probably the strongest team that I have. Perez and Griezmann start. Barkley starts. Arnautovic and Redmond start. They're probably my best left mid and right mid pairing right there. Asquez, obviously my best centre defensive midfielder. The highest rated player that I have had in this series, of course, at 88. Willems, Koulibaly, Mbemba, and Walker, they're fully fit at 81 across the board, across the back four. Butland, the keeper. The best team that I have, fully fit for this final game of the season, final game of the series. A Premier League chance, a chance at a Premier League title is on the line. As for the goal news as well, there's only one game I'm interested in, and that's Chelsea and Aston Villa. Hopefully it actually pops up and we can see, because if Aston Villa fucking somehow get a goal against Chelsea early and take the lead, I'll be buzzing. I'll be so fucking happy. But we still need to beat Man City. And in the last few games that we've played against Arsenal and Inter, it's not been very fucking... It doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? But we need a solid performance. We don't have to worry about aggregate or anything like that. Just get the win. Last season, we won the Premier League on the final day, just like today, against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. We celebrated in front of their own fans after taking it from them on the final day. But now, we try to win the Premier League once again on the final day in front of our own fans in our own stadium. I imagine there is not a better feeling in the world in football. And now, this is the team that stands in our way, Manchester City. A 4-2-3-1 formation with players the like of Cavani, James Rodriguez, Toni Kroos, Marcelo, these fucking wannabe goddamn Real Madridsters. That is absolutely insane. They've got so many incredible players. You know they always buy the most amazing of players. On paper, they've probably got the hardest team to play in the Premier League. I'm sure they're one of the best, absolutely, and now we've got to do the business against them. This could be a beautiful end to our series with Newcastle. It's the final game of the season, final game of the series. A Premier League title is on the line. An early free kick chance, 35 yards out. I don't know if I've got someone really here to take this. Who do I get? I might just get Antoine Griezmann, who's left-footed, by the way. I might try something a bit audacious. Might not work, but if it does, it'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful! It's saved by Hart. It comes off the post and out. Good one. Are we set here, maybe? Maybe. Up the middle. Come on. We need a good ball. We need pace from Perez. Go, son, go. Zabaleta apparently is quicker or just about as quick as Perez. I don't really know about that. Griezmann with a great tackle. Cross. Far post. Not a bad one. Punched away by Hart. Fuck, he's had to do a fair bit early. Come on. Another one. Out wider again. Over the top ball, please. Yes. Yes. Oh! Saved again by Joe Hart. That was straight to him, really. Could have put it left or right of him. No, you put it straight at him. No, actually, you didn't. It was just a bloody amazing save. Fucking Joe Hart is keeping us from winning this Premier League title right now. It's unbelievable. I'm running away from the ball. What am I doing? And now they're about to go up the whole other end and score. Cavani, bang. Big save from Butler. Now keeper's doing something as well. A second effort from Cruz. That's wide and it's a goal kick. Oh my God. Both goalkeepers having to deliver. Mbemba, go. Maybe. Right hand side. Look at it. Maybe a chance. Cross. Decent one. Header is there. Save again by Hart. He's offside. So I'm not that bad. But Joe Hart, like, fucking calm down. This is unreal. He was offside by a fair bit. I was trying to go at the far post, obviously. But yeah, I probably should have calmed down. It's the heat of the moment. And Joe Hart will not let anything in. Maybe one last attack. And apparently I need a beautiful fucking chance. If I've got any hope. Yaya Toure just fucking knocks down Griezmann like a bitch. I try to run past him. That didn't work. Of course it wouldn't have worked. It's FIFA 16. But Joe Hart, how many saves has he made? I want to go back and check because it's been fucking unbelievable. Barkley should have scored, but Hart has pulled out some amazing saves early on as well with Griezmann's free kick. It's fucking mental. How this game doesn't have a goal, I don't know. Maybe in the end it won't matter because Chelsea are leading 2-0 against Aston Villa. And here we go with the second half. If Joe Hart has another... I don't think he can top that first half. I don't think it's fucking possible. He had that good a half. He's going the whole damn way right now. This is beautiful stuff. Can we get it back to Arnautovic? No, Barkley will just shoot. Instead, it's on target, but Hart makes a pretty easy save. At least by his standards anyway. Another cross coming in. He comes out for this one. Koulibaly won the header, but it's off target. Cross. Oh, what a fucking cross is that. They've been on the receiving end. I've been fucking them for the last fucking 70 minutes. Yeah, shut up, Cavani. You're a fucking cunt. They've put on the goddamn tactical masterclass, haven't they? Just fucking sit back, get pumped, go up on the counter-attack. And Zabaleta, of course, who's been amazing for them, as has Joe Hart. And at the near post, Butland can't stop it. They've had so many shots conceded, so many fucking attacks that they've had to deal with. And then they just go right up the other end, whip it in, and bang. This fucking game, and you know what? Now that I'm losing this game, or now that, you know, there's a chance that I'm probably not going to go on and win, I bet you now somehow Aston Villa are going to pull out a miraculous 2-goal second half. But I tell you what, we could still be on. Barkley, not a good change of his feet. Barkley again, little fake shot. Can you go by? He does well. Barkley, bang. It's in! 1-1 Ross Barkley. There we go. Right up the other end. We get the equaliser. What a response. He got tackled there. A little ball through from Asquez. Tries to get around company. He got tackled twice in the lead up to that. Finally, the luck we deserve. After all the fucking shots that Joe Hart has kept out, we get our goal. And it is fortunate in the end to some degree. Now we get to go for the win again. 3 minutes after conceding, we finally get ours. 15 minutes left to go. Good tackle from Walker. He's still got the ball. Good second effort from Walker. Brilliant pass from Walker. Playing through. This is it. Come on, playing through again. Not a great ball, is it? Touch. Oh, Zabaleta! You fucking cunt. Unreal. Come on, we were on the counter-attack there, but it just was not set up well enough. Walker's still going on a run. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Griezmann just ran right into Walker and just gave away the ball. This is fucking bullshit, this game. I fucking hate it. Header, win it, please. I beg. Shelby, yes. Go. Look at how this is set up for us right now. Play him through. Yes, we could be on. It's not going to get there. Played back again. Zabaleta has done fucking everything. I know Mbemba's offside, but Zabaleta and Hart, would you fuck off? I've never seen two guys have such a great game before. Oh my God. Touched away. Griezmann. Take the touch. Mbemba tackled. Ball. Is he onside? They're not going to let us go. They call for time. And now we're going to find out that Aston Villa have drawn 2-2. I swear. Oh, I swear if that's the case, I'm going to blow someone's fucking brain. I'm going to blow my brains out. Let's look. Nope. Chelsea won 4-0. Okay, so in the end, it doesn't matter that we didn't win. Chelsea are the champions of the Premier League this season. We don't end it with a Premier League win. We don't end it with a Champions League win. We don't end it with an FA Cup win. We don't win with any silverware right toward the end. We are Capital One Cup champions in the end. We had a right crack at everything. We come second in the Premier League. We nearly make it to the quarter or to the actual Champions League final. And again, we came so close to... We got knocked out in the semis in 2 competitions. The FA Cup and the Champions League. That is a harsh way to fucking end this fucking season. But let's begin wrapping it up then, lads. Here we go. Chelsea have won the Premier League. They're, of course, 73 points in the season and they win. And, of course, that fucking game between us and them at St. James's Park and the loss, the very poor performance, the brace for Lewandowski is the difference in the end. That's where they've got those 3 points from. It could be us on that table, but one game is the fucking difference there. Unreal. We've done really well as well. 21 wins, 10 draws, just 7 losses for Chelsea. We only had the 8 losses as well. We got 20 wins and 10 draws. It's a very good season, but it's not good enough. The FA Cup was won by Manchester United, a 2-1 win against West Bromwich Albion, who again were the team that knocked us out in the semi-finals. Moving on to the next one, which is the Capital One Cup. We were the champions of that one, winning 2-0 against Everton. The Champions League is yet to be played, but it's between Bayern and Inter Milan. I think we can probably safely assume who's going to win that, but you never know. And Napoli have won the Europa League, although that really doesn't concern us all too much. We weren't in that tournament, but still. As for the teams that are going to get promoted, West Ham were just 1 point off 100 with 99 in the championship, so they're coming back up. Hull City are coming back up, and it'd either be Derby, Cardiff, QPR, or Sheffield Wednesday. And again, it won't matter since there will be no second or fourth season. Now for the squad report, and I'm going to try to get through this again nice and quick, but Jack Butland going up by 2, and that was a lot to do with player training as well. He had 22 clean sheets, which was beautiful for 64 appearances. Kyle Walker, a goal and 2 assists and 20 clean sheets. And Bemba going up by 2 as well. Koulibaly only played 19 games, but he was able to get a goal, which is nice. Chetro Willems, 54 appearances. Our main left back in, for the most part, he did quite well. Carlos Asquez was beautiful. Probably out of Asquez, Griezmann, and Barkley was my favourite and probably the best signing. The highest rated player in the series, of course. Nathan Redmond played 45 games, not all for Newcastle, but 3 goals, 6 assists there. Arnautovic, 39 games, did a nice amount. Ross Barkley, just 49 games as well there, going up by 3. Antoine Griezmann ended up netting a fair nice amount of goals, which I'm pretty happy with there. Jose Perez, 25 goals and 7 assists. He was beautiful for us. Rolando Aarons netted a fair amount as well. No growth this time. Massimo Haidara, he ended up getting a 25 assists or 25 games in. Sorry. Charlie Austin ended up getting injured quite a fair bit in this season, of course. He ended up getting 4 months out, of course. Mangala not growing by anything. John Joe Shelby by 1. After 48 appearances, a lot of which I'm assuming would have been off the bench. He only scored 2 goals, but either way, Doumbia, nice amount of goals, nice ratio there. Sissoko by none. Gouffran going down, obviously. Tim Krul, James Sterry, we're going down with a few of the other players. We got Adam Armstrong getting 10 goals in 17 games, which is beautiful. Mbabu by 1. Satka as well by 2 as well. Rudy Gare, 1. Dummett, 1. Absolutely no games for him. Lascelles by 1. Curtis Good by none. He did get the 1 appearance in against Liverpool. Bigger Romana, a bunch of other players. We got Townsend, Colback, Darlow. We got Vukic again by nothing or just by the 1. Janmat by nothing as well. Dropping off is De Jong, Vernon Anita, Sivek by 1 up to the 80s. Rob Elliott. And then, of course, some of the players that we had loaned away. We had 1 plus overall growth to Felipe Ferreira Donato. Ivy Tony is up by 2. Freddie Woodman by 1. Callum Roberts by 2 as well. And Daniel Barlaser by the 1 as well at Bradford City. That is it. That's the whole team. I take so long to get through squad reports. I'm so sorry. I do have a shitload of players in the team, but fuck, it just takes too long. Anyway, what else do we have to do? Now guys, I've made it to the end of the season, and of course, I normally do 1 extra video at the end of every season where I hand out awards and stuff like that. I think I'm going to do it right now at the end of this episode. First of all, I'm going to give out though, guys, is going to be for the most improved player, and that's going to be Jack Butland. I thought that he did absolutely sensational stuff right toward the end of the season, pulling off some big saves. Unfortunately, made a few blemishes, but that just happens all the time. At the start, Jack Butland wasn't completely winning me over, but as time got on, he actually proved to me that he is quite a keeper. And again, the player training that we started giving him right toward the end really helped him out. But he is the most improved player. He didn't grow by the most, but he did go up by 3. The best youth player is going to be Adam Armstrong, of course. He made 17 appearances, scoring 10 goals. He is, of course, the best player that we have that's 21 years of age or younger, and he was absolutely superb. Gave him some drills as well, not too many, but he definitely helped him grow by a fair bit. Got up to 78 at 21 years of age, a beautiful rating and a beautiful player. He really did pop up and score a few goals. He even got like 2 or 3 hat-tricks. I think he got 2 hat-tricks in this one season. It was beautiful. The Golden Boot recipient will be Jose Perez after scoring 25 goals in 57 appearances, so a goal every 2 or so games. That's not bad at all. Absolutely, we'll take that ratio, Jose Perez, so 25. And while we're at it, guys, Jose Perez is also going to win the player of the season. He was definitely my player of the season. He was absolutely stunning for us, really was. He occasionally goes quiet in a couple of games, but every now and again, he's almost a bit of a silent achiever in a way because he always pops up and scores goals, but I swear, like, I did not know that he scored that many goals, and he was assisting so much, helping out and building up with the play. He was so crucial to an awful lot of attacks, always there, always helping out, just an integral part and a real crucial cog in the machine here. So Jose Perez, a beautiful player, always reliable, and that's exactly what I want in a career mode, and Jose Perez will get player of the season. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. The Newcastle career mode is finished, and I want to thank you so much for watching it all the way through. You guys are absolutely awesome, but the time has come to move on to my next career mode, which is of course going to be the J-Bucks Medal Road to Glory career mode. Now, before I actually start the career mode, I'm going to be giving a little bit of an introduction video to the whole series, because it's of course a lot more in depth than every other career mode that I do. My Liverpool career mode, my Newcastle career mode, it doesn't even compare. There's a voting system that's involved with it. Of course, there are like points and votes that get given to players based on performance, and there's a whole, of course, J-Bucks Medal, the award that we give to the best player at the end of the season. We make a whole show out of it as well, so it's really cool. And of course, the whole fact that it's a Road to Glory career mode, it keeps us so entertained and so occupied. It's beautiful. I'm going to be explaining all the new rules and all the changes being made to the series. It's nothing too drastic, but I'm basically introducing and announcing the team that we use. Some of you should know who it is, by the way, already, because it's the most obvious choice possible, but here we go. We are finally going to get it underway, and we are finally going to say goodbye to the Newcastle career mode once again. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed the Newcastle career mode. Until next time, and until the J-Bucks Medal Road to Glory, have a good one. Bye-bye.